Christ is risen, my dear brothers and sisters of St. Catherine. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I am here this morning with Paula Demas Howard, who does the pre-planning with Haran and McConaughey. And we've done a video before, but it's always good to be reminded of this important thing in our life that is thinking about either making arrangements for our loved ones or even for ourselves. And so I wanted Paula to say some things that might be helpful to you and invite you to at any time reach out to her for pre-planning of either your funeral arrangements or one of your loved ones. So Paula?
Hi, thanks for listening. A little bit about pre-planning. Pre-planning is very important for families because it allows your family to know exactly how you would like things to go on that day when they're planning services, and there will be no doubts about what you want, and your family can be together instead of being at the funeral home for hours on that day. And we can also talk about financing and paying for things in advance and locking prices in for inflation, so your family does not have to worry about any of those monetary issues on that day. And we write down everything for your memorial guide and let your family know exactly how you'd like for things to go, and help the funeral director too to make sure everything runs smoothly.
So to me, when I think of pre-planning, either for yourself or for a loved one, I think of two things. I think one of the things she mentioned is that you lock in today's prices as opposed to whenever that happens in the future, and things, as you know, get very, very, very expensive. And the second, and probably even more important thing, is that with regards to yourself, you're not necessarily putting this burden on others who, at the time of your falling asleep in the Lord, are already going to be dealing with grief and mourning, and there's a lot of emotions that come into the situation. And so when we're dealing with, let's say, our parents' death, we're not thinking straight, and that's a lot of burden and pressure. And we can actually take care of that ourselves so we don't burden our children. And the same is true with even helping our parents in that situation, because we get to hear from them how they want things and what they want, and then that burden doesn't end up falling on us at a time when we also are feeling a lot of grief and emotion. So for those reasons, I think it's really, really a blessing that we have one of our own, Paula, an Orthodox Christian, who can sit with us, work with us, help us to think through things at a time when we're not dealing with a lot of grief and emotion and burden. So for those reasons, I really think this is a very, very special and important service.
And I'm always happy to meet with you and just go over things. So no obligation. It's always nice to have this information for your family as well.
So how can people get a hold of you, Paula, and seek you out and work with you?
Absolutely. So I'll have a link in the email that you can get a hold of me, and I'll have my number. So please reach out. Questions, I'm always happy to help you. We're here for you.
Thank you, Paula, and thank you for being such a sweet, sweet person who we know and we can work with. And thank you all. I know it's not necessarily a thing that we think about all the time. It's not a comfortable thing, but it is an important thing. So God bless you, and do reach out to Paula if this makes sense to you and this is something that you would like to do. Have a blessed day.